So in this video, I'm gonna do a trade recap. By the way, natalo ako sa trade na to, but I'm just gonna do a recap muna because I wanna put this on record, you know. Anyway, let's go to the charts. Let's discuss ko muna kung bakit ako natalo. So my trade was this. If you can see this fair value gap right here, this one right here. If you can see this fair value gap, this was my signal, no, actually, to trade. So if you zoom in, meron tayong structure break around here. So I zoom in. And as you can see, price has closed above this high. So in short, it's a reversal. It's like an SMR or smart money reversal, because I was referring to this daily fair value gap, and then at the same time price was at the new week opening gap. So those were like my points of interest. So you know, some points of interest, and then I entered around here. Yeah, this order block. I entered at this order block, and then my stop loss was at this low, and then I was aiming for a 1-2-3 risk to reward ratio, just like that. So as you can see, the trade failed, right? So nung natalo ako, I then sabi ko sa sarili ko, so if the price is not heading towards my draw on liquidity, which is around here, saan yung draw on liquidity? Kasi kung titignan mo, Asia low din siya eh. So this was the Asia low, this is the Asia range, and this is its low, and there are multiple if multiple sa points of interest. So there's a new week opening gap, daily bullish fair value gap, and then the Asia low. Plus this, it's inside a 1 hour bearish fair value gap. So ito yung na-miss ko. But I need to tell you the context first. I got distracted during the trade because prior to my trading, I was preparing meals, I was, kasi nag-grocery kami ni Mrs., so I had to take care of all those frozen foods. So I was marinating chicken for for tomorrow's breakfast. And then hindi ko na malayan, it's already 9:30, so my alarm went off. So I just nagmadali akong mag-open ng charts, and I was supposed to do a pre-market analysis, but I didn't have the time. So the price was moving already after the 9:30, and price was reversing. Tamang-tama nandun siya sa Asia low, daily bullish fair value gap, and then the N1. Now, I saw a smart money reversal signature here. So 30 seconds, it was pretty obvious it was reversing. But on a 1 minute time frame, it's also reversing. But ito yung na-miss ko. If we zoom out, the price already tapped the high of the Asia range, and at the same time, this previous weekly opening gap. And then there was this reversal around here also. As you can see, there is also a reversal pattern here. Ito, this one, and then the consolidate and then continues to go lower. Yeah. So if we go to the 1 hour time frame, let me zoom out this first. Yung draw on liquidity ko kanina, the reason why I took that bullish trade, that long position, because ito yung target ko. Actually, to be honest, no, I don't have any target. I just saw that the price is at this daily bullish fair value gap, this NWOG, and at this Asia low. Actually, wala akong draw on liquidity. Alright, to to put it on record, I don't have a draw on liquidity. I just saw the price is at this area, which was like significant naman talaga, significant points of interest. But as you can see, diba, if we zoom out, price is creating lower lows, lower highs, and then lower lows. So the market is in an obvious bearish. You know, the higher time frame institutional order flow is bearish, right? It's bearish, and now price has broken down, returned to this previous weekly opening gap, and it was also aligned at the same time sa London session. It dropped, and then when the New York open, which is the 9:30 opened, nag bounce back lang siya, and at the same time bumulusok siya sa pababa, targeting this low. So that means this was actually the objective, the draw on liquidity down here, not around here. It was like, it was, I don't want to say bad things to myself, but it was something that I missed. The objective was to locate where's the draw on liquidity, and then your objective also is to look for short position. That was my objective, supposed to be, but I did not see, no, what I mean is, I did not identify my draw on liquidity. I just saw that the price is at significant points of interest, so I traded up. So I was looking for a reversal instead of continuation, because the reversal already happened at the London session. So yeah, so that's why natalo ako. But you know, the thing is, if you have your draw on liquidity set in place, the objective is gonna be simple and simple and very straightforward. If you have your draw on liquidity right here, which is here, then what your objective is to look for a short position, which was eto sana. Ito dapat sana yung trade ko. So now, this is just hypothetical and hindsight, okay? So the market opened at 9:30, and then price just went down here, hit this Asia low, and then bounced up. Nag-pull back siya pataas. Yeah, hitting this 10-minute cycle, and then dropped lower, closing down, and then leaving this inverse fair value gap, and then price just continues to go lower, closing below this low. So we have already a structure break. Yeah. Now I was looking for, if I'm to trade, you know, if example, I already located my draw on liquidity, which is down here. If I had identified it, I would look for an entry around here, somewhere here, here, and here. If I don't see any entries here, I would look for entries here, and if I don't see any trades here, I would look for trades here. All right, so let's say hindi pa, wala pa to, okay? I don't have a, so I would look for a trade around here. So this two bullish candle, this two green candle, can act as your mitigation block. All right, so I could use it as my entry, or this low. Okay, my stop loss would be up here, but I don't want that. As you can see, take note, as you can see, the stop loss would be around 116 points. That's awfully wide, and I don't want that. Okay, so I would look for an entry in a form. I could use this one right here, and then my stop loss will be up here. So my target would be this 1:3. It's always 1 to 3. Okay, there you go. So I could use this as my entry, but I'm kind of afraid to enter here. Why? Because if you measure the high, the swing high and the swing low of this, I'm supposed to look for trades up around here at this what do you call this, premium area, no, not on the discounted area. So I wouldn't take this because it's below this PD array matrix. I'm supposed to take trades here, and I cannot take this trade. Okay, so X yan, tanggalin natin yan. Although it's a win, but I'm not gonna take it for the simple reason it's not in the premium. Now next, since wala tayong trade dyan, and then the market also break this low, klaro, meron na tayo break of structure once again. So the market broke below this, so I would look for another trade. Now I take note this right here has a fair value gap. Yep, that's a fair value gap. So this high right here is now my new swing high. Okay, I know I should wait for price to swung up here, but it didn't happen. But it created this intermediate term high. So if that high is gonna be broken, then dalawa lang pwede mangyari. I would treat it as market is already in consolidation or it's already reversing. But the thing is, our drawn liquidity was here, so hindi pa na-reach. So this low right here is an engineered liquidity, and if you use this high and use your Fibonacci tool, this swing high and then swing low, what do we see? Price is at the premium. So now I have a reason to look for trades. So whatever smart money reversal signature that appear here right after this formation, pwede ko na itong i-trade din dito. I know the price is not at the premium side, but since the market already committed and there's this short, very short PD array matrix, I would use this fair value gap as my entry. Yeah, and then my stop loss would be up above the fair value gap. So we do have a 51.50 points stop loss. That's fair for me, and I would just target a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. So the trade would look like this. Since I would risk like this much, yeah. So that the target would be like $618. But what I do is that if I reach 1-to-2 risk reward, if I reach that mark, I would take off 1 to protect myself. That's already 1-to-1. So and then my stop loss, I would move my stop loss around here with 1 micro, and then target the remaining 1 micro down here. I guess if you don't get it, just replay this video. Now this was supposed to be the target if I had just identified my drawn liquidity, but I did not because I was distracted and I was busy, and I did not do my pre-market analysis. So I just want to put it on record, and I hope you learned from this video as well. Yeah. So in conclusion, it's just, the key is just this. The key is identifying where your draw on liquidity is. If you find your draw on liquidity, then your objective is going to be simple and very straightforward. If your draw on liquidity is on the upside, then you look for a long position. If your draw on liquidity is a downside, then you look for short position. That's very straightforward and simple. Alright, I hope you learned something from this, and I'll see you in the next video.